out, guys, this upcoming December 20th, Angel Oak is going to be offering a free webinar to you showing you how you can make residual income in the mortgage industry. Listen,
Nice.
Things are tighter right now, and we need to be able to keep the doors open while things are tight. Check it out. It's free. It's an hour of your time. All you have to do to attend is click this banner right over there on your mobile. Scroll down at the bottom, or somewhere around us.
There's a link.
On with the show. So I'm proud to say that my daughter was kicked out of a Powder Puff football game at her high school, and for socking another gal. Now, I am going to defend my daughter because, frankly, the other gal was being, kind of a bully to all the other girls, and so Marley kind of stuck up. But, then again, I am her dad.
Sure.
So, you know how we get with our kids? Sometimes our kids, we will defend things that we probably wouldn't defend if that relationship didn't exist.
True, I get that.
Now, I want to talk about our show with Keller Williams a couple of days ago and what they're doing with Zillow.
Yeah.
We have a number of people who were not happy with that show. Quite frankly, I think it's much like the relationship with my daughter and some people who are working for Keller Williams, where you are going to defend no matter what. And I want to explain where we're coming from because you see, we agree with Gary Keller 100%. We're not disagreeing with him at all. Now, to address a couple of the questions here. The first one is, Tim George made a statement saying, a quick question, I noticed on the Zillow home post that it was showcasing the Lawton team. Well, truth be told, that's a bad pick. We saw it over on Inman. We should have picked a better one, but we used it to showcase the Zillow sign writer. How Zillow's going from the digital to the actual real physical world. Truth be told, we should have used a better picture.
Okay, all right. Then Matt Gorham said, please enlighten me about the bed they're in. If a Caldwell agent had it listed, would that mean that they were in bed?
No.
Well, if you watch the video of Gary Keller that we linked down below, he said, if the MLS didn't just give their data to Zillow, Zillow would have no listing. To great applause, I might add, meaning he doesn't think MLSs should give Zillow their data, and by extension, the brokers shouldn't be giving Zillow their data either. He then speaks for the next 6 minutes to a packed room about why Zillow is not a good solution. You see, Gary Keller owns Keller Williams Real Estate.
Yes!
So you'd think Gary Keller, the owner of Keller Williams Real Estate, would be the last person in the whole world of real estate who would endorse, or actively or passively or otherwise, whatever it is happening, a Keller Williams real estate agent or office or broker to get in bed with Zillow.
His words, not ours.
Unless Gary Keller, the owner of Keller Williams Real Estate, had a change of heart about Zillow, because to me, anything else seems a schmidge, kind of wishy-washy on his part.
On his part.
Don't you think?
Yes.
Right, so to answer your question, the Caldwell agent should follow what Gary Keller, the owner of Keller Williams Real Estate, said.
What he said. What he said, not us, what he said.
Before he got so flippy-floppy.
Right.
Now, maybe you disagree. Then again, maybe you'll defend anything that Gary does or any of his actions, like Tom defends Scientology, right? Doesn't matter what he says or does. I mean, when L. Ron Gary speaks or does, it's just the gospel with you, and, that's okay. That's fine, too.
But understand here, these are Gary Keller's words, not ours. Don't get mad at us. I mean, listen to the words he says, and we're saying, do what you say, Gary. I mean, that's a very reasonable position. To disagree with us as a Keller agent, I think you're taking this as an attack on you or your brand. It's not, and we shouldn't defend because of the nature of that relationship, like me with my daughter perhaps. We should look at these things more objectively, because it doesn't matter. Nobody's going to do anything about this in real estate, now are they? We've seen it before. Look at the Vegas MLS. Just groveling here and there now, isn't it really? Zillow buying and selling homes alone, Frank, it's not a problem. It's not. They're buying and selling homes. We have hedge funds that are doing this, and this is great. It's great that they're using you real estate agents. In and of itself, it's great. It's like what Gary said. Here's the point I'm making. The tech industry, these are Gary's words, not mine, so don't get mad at me. The tech industry has lulled you into believing it's basically advertising, where Zillow's what he's talking about is like the newspaper. Gary's words, not mine again. Well, the newspaper is not a business platform. It's not a disruptive platform. You see, because the newspaper, it can't do business. Gary's words, it's an advertisement. It can't do anything else. These are all Gary's words. When the wolf tells you, that's Zillow. When the wolf tells you that it's just in a cape, that there's something else, you have to realize they always have the capacity to bite your ass. Those are Gary's words, not mine, not Frank's. So I guess the problem is we agree with Gary Keller. We agree with what Gary Keller said. It's a real estate fulfillment company using your data, buying and selling homes. That's the problem. Telling you the whole time that they're doing this that it's all very just benign, don't worry about it. But you see, it feels a bit malignant to us over here. Kind of like with Gary, I suppose. So you see, we're not knocking Gary Keller's very own words. No. In fact, we 100% agree with his words. Problem is, guys, the actions from that show and what we're talking about right now of getting in bed with Zillow, his actions don't match the words. We're pointing it out. That's all we're doing. And we're simply asking why. And you get mad at us, much like me defending my daughter. Now, isn't that not only a fair question for us to ask, or anybody, but isn't that something that every single agent at Keller Williams deserves to ask and also have answered? I mean, that's all we're saying. It's Gary's words. We love you, agents, and we hope you see that we are on your side when we do this, 100%. If only leadership for so many of these companies put the short-term possibilities and financial gain aside for just a moment and played a little bit more of the long game, I think real estate agents in your industry would be healthier. Now, why can we say this, me and Frank, objectively? It's really simple. We don't have a dog in the fight. We're a third party. We are unencumbered by a real estate company's profit and loss statement. I mean, that's the truth. It affords us a different perspective. One that may not be as, kind of muddled, perhaps a little more objective. Perhaps if maybe Frank went to the game and saw my daughter sock somebody and I'm saying, well, she was well within her right to do that, Frank might say, you know what, Brian? She shouldn't be socking another girl. He's got a much more objective platform because it's my daughter, not his. That's our point. So I hope it makes sense, and I hope you understand we say this because we're in your corner. Now, very quickly, some quick hits from Black Knight Financial. Break!
After rising sharply in September, mortgage delinquencies fell by 8.2% in October and are now down by nearly 18% from the same time last year.
And that's an absolutely fantastic thing for the mortgage industry. Frank!
Prepayment activity, now driven primarily by housing turnover, climbed 14% but remains 29% below last year's level.
That means we're a little healthier. Frank!
Your activity today now officially pays out in 2019.
Yeah, let's think about that one. Your activity today. It's not going to pay for the year 2018. It's 2019. So let's make it a great year. Start now, not the new year, because you are going to be playing the long game, not just the short game. Thanks a lot.
Forward, share, subscribe, leave us your comments down below. We'll catch you later here at the National Real Estate Post.